We begin this time with spicy Thai corn chowder, prepared by Chef Randy Page and student assistant Jennifer Caldwell. First, the chef cooks a live lobster in boiling salted water for about 7 minutes, then begins preparation of the chowder base.
First thing we're going to do is we're going to take our yellow corn and we're going to puree it a little bit because we want the smooth, creamy texture of the corn. And just going to take this, put it in our food processor. We're going to have this going. I'm just going to pulse it a couple times. We don't want it completely pureed. We want to break it up a good bit. That's about all we want. Now in our hot pot that's been heating up here, we're going to take a little vegetable oil.
Chopped garlic, ginger, and green onions are lightly sautéed until soft.
Once those are done, you'd hand me the red curry paste.
Okay.
I'm going to add the red curry paste. This gives it a nice little spicy kick. And adding it to the mixture now, heating it up, is really going to bring out the flavors. We're just cooking this mixture very lightly. Once this is incorporated, we're going to add some water. We're also now going to add our corn that we've pureed.
Take that for you.
We're going to let this simmer, Jennifer, for 10 minutes. Our lobster's done. Let's get him out of the water. Very carefully, take it up and we'll allow it to drain just a little bit. We have a plate ready. Anytime we cook lobster, we want to let it rest 5 to 10 minutes at least, just to cool down before we take the lobster meat out of the shell. Now, at this point with the soup, we have some lemongrass and some kaffir lime leaf. And we've taken the lemongrass and we've just split it in half, but we're going to have to remove this later. We want to make it real easy to do that. And the lime leaves, I'm just going to throw those in. They also will be removed later. We can also take our potatoes. We have some potatoes that are diced about 1/2 inch, and they're soaking in water to keep them from browning. And we're going to go ahead and drain those. We prepared them well in advance. We're going to drain the potatoes, Jennifer, and you can just very carefully put them in the soup.
Okay.
Potatoes will take about 10 minutes to cook through, and when they're done, our soup is just about there.
While the potatoes cook, the chef removes the lobster meat from the shell.
Actually, I like to do this over a plate because there's often a lot of water that's going to come out. We're going to take the tail and just twist it and break it free from the body. Okay? That's the tail part. The lobster, the claws, I'm just going to break them off here. This is where all the meat is in our lobster. Now the tail we're just going to take, and with the tip of our knife towards the tail end, I'm just going to split it in half. Okay? I'm going to open it up and just very carefully pull the meat out. I'm going to lay it here for now because for our soup, we want to dice this up. In our claws, I like to just break the main portion of the claw off. Just going to very lightly crack these. Just with the back of the knife, very sharply crack it. we should be able to just pull this right away, just like that. Very carefully. And then at this point, we'll take the small part of the claw, very carefully pull that away, but not too far. Break that free, and there's a little piece of cartilage up inside the claw that we want to get out. We should be able to remove the claw pretty easily. Like that. We'll do the same with the other one. We really want to try to get this whole piece. Sometimes we have a hard time getting that off. So there's our claws. Now, lastly, a little bit of meat in here that we can crack these and pull it out. Sometimes it helps to have a small fork or the tip of a knife. In this case, we're going to chop the meat up anyway for our garnish. Okay, there's our lobster meat. First of all, we're going to go ahead and remove our lemongrass. Now remember, we counted what we put in here. We had 2 pieces of lemongrass and 2 lime leaves. We want to make sure that we're able to get those out because they're not really pleasant to eat. I'm going to pick those out and set those aside. And if you would, hand me the coconut milk. And we also have some lemon juice. We're going to pour that in. And as soon as this comes back to a simmer, our soup is done. We're just going to finish it with some Thai basil that we've cut in a chiffonade, which is a thin ribbon. We always put the basil in right at the end because it's a very delicate herb and we want that flavor right at the end. If it cooks too long, it can lose a lot of flavor. Okay, let's plate it up. Okay, to present the soup, I'm going to take a little of our chowder. Let's place it in the bowl. Now this would be a great soup for an appetizer, but it could also, in a larger portion, be a great entree for a summer night or even a cold winter night. We'll take our soup and put it there. We're going to take our lobster meat and just place it right in the middle. And we have one of our lobster claws, beautiful red lobster, that we'll place right in the middle. A little basil leaf. That's our spicy Thai corn chowder with lobster and basil.